So, it's been a minute. Actually, it's been about 8 months since I've uploaded anything on this channel, and a lot has changed in those 8 months. I'm now in college, and like any college student, I'm broke. So, I decided to try to earn some money. I would get into shoe reselling, and basically that involved me buying shoes from eBay that I thought could be sold for more. And I learned a lot of valuable lessons about what the shoe market is like, what's hot right now, what's not, about the quality of different sneakers, fakes, replicas, all that stuff. I learned so much about shoes just in the last 4 months that I was at college. It's ridiculous. I never thought I'd be this interested in sneakers. Well, while I was perusing these shoe websites like StockX, Goat, Grailed, and even eBay now, I came across a line of sneakers called the Nike Adapt series. And if you don't know what those are self-lacing shoes that use a really, really cool system of almost winching, like you would winch chain from the front of a Jeep with a hook on it. But instead of chain, it's like a fine thread, and it actually laces your shoes for you. It's all an automated process, and it's pretty cool. And you can control it from your app on your smartwatch or on your phone. And so I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I've seen Back to the Future, too, and I've seen the Nike Air Mags, or Nike Mags, I think. I don't think there's an Air in it. And I've always wanted to have a pair. So I started looking at them, and I was like, yo, $500, $600 for these? Like, they're basketball shoes, and they're low tops. I don't really wear low tops, especially when it comes to basketball shoes. So I kind of gave up for a while, but then I discovered the Nike Auto Adapt Max line, and they had a whole bunch of different colorways, and I was blown away instantaneously. But I wanted something that I could kind of wear around with a bunch of different outfits, because a lot of them have, the infrared color, or, green and purple and blue. It just didn't really sit well with me. And the only one that was really appealing to me was the motherboard one, because it had a gum sole, and I thought that would go along with a lot. Well, so those are $500 or $600. A little too much. But I found the triple blacks, and those were a game changer for me. They retailed for $400. They retailed on November 24th, 2020, and 2020 was a crazy year, so I figured, why not pick up a crazy pair of sneakers? So, without further ado, I got a package today. And this thing right off the bat, you can tell it's massive. It's huge, just for a pair of shoes. So, we're going to see what's inside, although I know it's inside, obviously, because I ordered the shoes. But I've seen pictures of the packaging, I've seen unboxing videos, and surprisingly, there aren't a lot of unboxing videos for this shoe on YouTube or on the internet in general. So I figured, you know what, might as well make an unboxing video. I've never done it before. Figured there are lots of firsts this year. Ooh. There are lots of firsts this year. And you know what? Why not have a pretty crazy first? So, comes with a whole bunch of nice padding, because the box isn't actually as big as the box that was shipped in. Surprise, surprise. Ugh. But right off the bat, you get a taste of that goodness. Look at that. I love the font that they use on this box, because it's such a futuristic looking font that it makes you really do a double take and kind of second guess what it says at first, to be honest. Average around $300 to $400. I bought these for $360. I thought I got a deal, and that's after it shipped and everything, after all expenses. Got this nice little cloth pull tab here, and it opens up like that. And for $400-ish for a pair of sneakers, I would expect this to be an absolutely crazy box. So, on the front here is the Nike Adapt Auto Max mascot, which I think people mostly just call him Max. And then on the front here, it obviously says Max for the shoes, because that makes sense. Then you got the Nike logo. And then you've got Air in the really, really cool font that looks like the bottom half was cut off. And the first time that these were actually seen was on the Nike Air Max 2090s, which are a crazy shoe. These look somewhat similar to them, but also these shoes were inspired by a lot of Tinker Hatfield's designs and just the Air Max silhouette in general, or silhouettes, I guess I'll say, because there are so many different kinds. But I just realized it says pull to open right there. Like, thanks. Didn't know that. But you open it up, you got this nice embossed Nike logo right there. It's pretty cool. And look at that. Look at the presentation on this. I'm actually going to do that. And also, I bought a size 9.5. It's hard to judge what kind of size you're on something like this because you can't just go to a store and try it on. I'm a perfect 9.5 in a Jordan 1. In Jordan 6s, a 9.5 is a little bit big on me. But like in Adidas, I'm a 10. And so I really didn't know. So I got 9.5. So let's hope that it works, because I will be very disappointed if these are not big enough for me. So right off the bat, look at it. This is the inside of the box, and it's pretty cool. And so I think this is a letter from StockX. Oh, it's a Supreme thing. Thank you, CEO Scott Cutler. It's a pretty nice touch. And it says Supreme on it, so that's cool. Alright, and here is the bill that I don't want to look at, because it's a lot for a pair of shoes in my opinion. So, as far as I know, this has the charger, I've heard it called a wall wart. I've always called it a charging block, and the cables, but let's look at these shoes. These are amazing. These are also really cold because it's been snowing like crazy here the last day. This is just a clean shoe. So you've got the up and down. I might have misdone those. Yeah. So this is to loosen the shoes right here. You can manually do that, or you can manually. Can you hear that? That's so cool. Oh my goodness gracious. Listen to that. Oh, and they light up. Oh my gosh. I've forgotten so much about this shoe already. Just because I've been anticipating this for such a long time that I've just not remembered a lot about what this actually does. So yeah, as you can see here on the heel, it's got the Nike Cutoff Air logo. The front of it is actually heavily inspired by the Nike Mag from Back to the Future. As far as I know, these actually aren't the laces. These are just for looks. You got this big old toe cap right here. And I kind of like the way that it almost looks like a running shoe in that the toe kind of goes up and it doesn't just lie flat. I think that's a really nice touch. And you got this massive, massive sole. Like, look at this. Like, I can see through this. This is ridiculous. So the shoe actually ends right like here. So if you got all this plastic and stuff, and you got this massive, massive air bubble right there, like that's ridiculous. This shoe is so bulky, but I feel like that's also a part of the appeal, because when you see a shoe like this, you go, okay, that's a little bit weird, and then bang, it's self-lacing. Like, whoa, that's crazy. And then the Nike Mags that were in the movie, I mean, they were not a subtle shoe at all. They had lights on them. They had the big old, I don't even know what to call it, like ankle supports almost that came out of the top that made it look like a boot almost. Like, that's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, so look at that. And I believe I can change the color on these too. And the one thing that I have heard a lot of people complain about is the fact that these lights don't stay on, and you cannot have an option to have them stay on. So, oh yeah, and thank you so much to StockX. This is not a sponsored video though. You can sponsor me, I will not complain. But thank you to StockX for verifying these. I don't know how you would ever be able to pull off a fake of these gorgeous shoes, in my opinion. But you know what? People are capable of some pretty incredible things. These are just amazing. I've literally been looking at these self-lacing shoes since like August or September, and finally I was just like, you know what, I want them too bad, I'm pulling the trigger on them. Oh yeah, StockX sticker. Always a fun thing to get. These I believe are the owner's manual. All great thing. I also got a little sticker. NSW Auto Mascot. I guess that's what they're calling it officially. Yeah, so in here, you've got this really nice presentation, Auto Max, and you got Max on the back, and the Nike symbol. And we'll get back into that box later. As far as I know, this just has the cord. Oh yeah, and the actual mascot himself, Max. It's probably gonna stay on my desk at college because this is just so cool. And the other ones come with like black. I think one comes with like an infrared. You know, they come with all sorts of colors of these, and I thought the gold was the coolest looking one. So that was also a big appeal of this colorway for me. It says hello. I'm glad they're being so gentlemanly, and so I'm glad they're being so I forgot the word for it. So formal. That's the word. I knew it. I knew the word. I remembered the word. There we go. It's progress. And as far as I know, there's not anything actually underneath it. It's just these two things. But still, I mean, you've got branding all over this thing. It's actually pretty great quality. And, you know, for something that you could just throw away, like, Nike really went above and beyond, in my opinion, when it comes to this packaging. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously you're paying $400 for it, so you better get premium quality things, but, like, still. Alright, and I'm saving all the bags because I'm weird like that. But, so it looks like it just takes USB-C to USB, which is great, because that means I can use a whole bunch of different ports for this. And then here's the wall wart, as it's been coined by a friend of mine. Just standard USB block to wall outlet. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and plug that in to an outlet I have sitting right over here, so that we can charge these things up and wear them, because why wouldn't you wear them? They're shoes. Yeah, but this is, I'm still blown away, because like I've bought shoes before, and like, you know, when you buy from eBay, you don't really expect the best packaging, so getting something like this where they actually make an effort to make it feel like you're buying self-lacing shoes and not just throw them in another shoebox really is a nice touch, in my opinion. You can't just plug these into these shoes. That'd be boring, right? So, I'm going to loop it through there to hold that. The next and last thing we have in our box, we've got a nifty pull tab here. And how do you get this out? It's kind of locked in there. There we go. Hello? Would you like to go back in? There we go. Alright, and as far as we know, that's all that's in the box. I could also be dumb. That is an option. Always an option. But this is actually the charging pack. These shoes charge wirelessly, which I think is incredible. Like, you've already seen that technology in cell phones, but to apply that to something like a self-lacing shoe is just really creative, in my opinion. I think Nike did a really good job with this shoe, and just the usability and just everything in general, I feel like is really good about this shoe so far. I have not tried them on, but we're going to find out how well they fit. I hope a 9.5 is my size. So, place it on. Ah, yes, and they glow when they are charging. What? Yeah, so they're glowing. I don't know if you can see that, but they're glowing. I don't know why I did that. And as you could probably hear, they were auto unlacing. They automatically do that. The smart, really smart thing that I would never have even thought about when it comes to designing these kind of shoes would be, you know, what happens if these run out of battery? Well, Nike actually solved that issue by making sure that these batteries in these shoes always have enough charge to unlace, so that you don't get stuck with these on your feet and have to theoretically just stand there with them on your feet while they're charging, because that would just, no, That would be a big no-no. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to link these up to my auto adapt. I've already messed around with the app just because I think it's such a cool shoe that I got the app like 2 months before I actually bought the shoes, which was a little pointless, but it's really cool. So these are the actual first shoes other than the Hirachis, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I've never owned any of them. I don't like the way they look. These are the only ones other than those shoes that aren't meant for basketball. And as such, they have more of a little bit lifestyle and wearability factors to them. I bought them as kind of just an everyday shoe. Obviously, I'm not going to wear them every day, but like something I can just wear with anything, like a pair of jeans and a shirt. I'm going to go ahead and put everything back in this packaging because if I ever decided to resell them, I would kick myself in the butt for not having all the original packaging. Especially now that I've gotten into sneakers, I realize how much resale value just the box alone has. Because some people are weird and would pay $100 for this box. I mean, then again, I also paid $20 for an empty Jordan box for one of my shoes. So, I mean, I'm going to hit start. It says, "Hi, Ben. Let's connect your new Nike Adapts." Really, really nice greeting. Thank you. Thank you, Nike. So, I'm going to hit start. Hold your phone near the lights of your shoe. This may take 1 minute to connect. So, I'm going to take the left one off. And boom, I'm holding it there. Bluetooth pairing request. Earl Left would like to pair to your iPhone. I'm going to hit pair because I want my shoes. That's so cool. So, Earl, I forgot to mention this. Earl stands for Electric Auto Adaptive Reactive. Press either light on the shoe to confirm. Alright. I'm pressing the shoe. You're halfway there. Oh, I can't get copyright striked. Alright. Now, hold your phone near the lights of your other shoe. This is crazy to me. Okay, I did. I guess it did say it'd take up to a minute, possibly. Earl Wright would like to pair with your iPhone. Pair. Shoe detected. I'm glad it detected that there is a shoe there. Press either light to confirm. I'm going to press that one. Hey, and they're green now. So now, I have my own pair of self-lacing shoes. Now let's dial in the fit. Alright, and it even knows that they're the triple black colorway. I'm very impressed with that. Put the shoes on. I can read, I promise. Put on your shoes to find the perfect fit. Your shoes will auto-adjust to find your move and fit. They even have an orthotics option. Like, that's crazy. Who would think of that? Only Nike. Only the best. Sponsor me, Nike. Begin. Oh, I don't have the shoes on. That's a... Did you see that? It's just, But this is so cool. Like, obviously, I knew what I was buying, but at the same time, like, once you see it in person, it's, what the heck? It's so cool. Alright, I actually needed to put on the shoes at that point. So, that was the problem. So, I open up the Nike Adapt app, and I have it already listed in my shoes. I'm going to hit X up here. Boom, now I'm here. So, preset, loose, and they loosen all the way. Pretty cool, right? Pretty straightforward. So then, I'm going to do a dangerous thing. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm wearing Nike mags. I really do. So now that I've got that, I'm in the app, and I've got a whole bunch of presets here, and I'm going to click on Move, because that's the preset that I'm going to have loaded for when I'm walking around. So I click that, and they tighten around my feet. It's pretty cool. It's pretty high tech. I like it a lot. So now, they've got a whole lot of other cool functions. So they've got lights on the side. See? That's just so cool. And I can long hold that button, and it comes up with a whole bunch of different colors. And half of me really wishes that these lights were also on the inside of the shoes, but they're not. So you kind of just get what you get. And then they come with a whole another page, which is exclusively like team colors. So like, I used to watch Jayhawks basketball, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you what the KU color scheme looks like. Which, I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, are you serious? Like, what the heck? I want to know who at Nike thought this was an amazing idea, because they deserve a promotion. Testing them out and putting on the lights and all that stuff really wore the batteries out. So they went from about 60 to 27%. And these actually have a battery life of around a week. I think I saw a week to 2 weeks, depending on if you wear them with the lights, you know, how you wear them. So it's pretty impressive. You've got all these different modes. Chill unloosens them a little bit. Not a crazy amount. And then loose completely unlaces them, and completely basically shuts them off. I really like the way they fit now. They feel kind of snug. They feel like they're almost hugging my feet, and I like the look of them. I really feel like I'm wearing a Nike Air Mag. I feel like I'm Marty McFly. Definitely gonna love wearing these shoes around campus. Are they worth $360? You know, in my opinion, I think they are. But that's just me. I like this kind of technology. The prices in these have stayed consistent for the last, you know, couple years. When they first released the original Hyper Adapts, you know, they retailed for $700. This is obviously a little bit more consumer friendly, but you know, I think these are $400 shoes, and you're getting $400 worth of technology, in my opinion. You know, overall, I'm happy with my purchase. I think that this colorway is, in my opinion, the most everyday wearable shoe. You know, it goes with the most outfits. You know, I can throw on a shirt like this, a pair of jeans and these, and it looks fine, and I don't have to worry about trying to match, you know, the green or the magenta or the infrared in the shoes to something else, which I really appreciate. This has been a review of the Nike Adapt Auto Max Triple Black colorway, and if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get my channel back up and running again. It is what it is, but if you did subscribe, it kind of shows me that you liked this video. And yeah, I will see you when I see you. Thank you. Peace.